Hello, and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy is stuck in a corner with a giant minotaur right there, and he's just about to see me, so I'm going to run this way now. I'm going to try to keep my distance and manage this situation as best as I can here. Yep, okay. Good solid 5 hits every time, it looks like. I'm going to try to wedge my way past. Okay, why did it... Oh, he killed me in 2 hits. Okay, that was really miserable. Like, that was just stupid. Okay. Let's see. Local high score. I am at 3. The Minotaur is going to kill that guy in the background. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Oh, so good. So very good. Okay, fine. Let's start up another game here. Online high score, which is pretty much just why I even mention it. Alright, cool. Let's see. Oh, this. Please tell me that mouse pointer hasn't been there all of last episode, too. I don't know. There we go. Is that going to work? Okay. If it has been there this whole time, I apologize, but I just noticed that it was kind of in the middle of the screen there. Alright, let's switch characters here. I want to be, yeah, you know what? Purple-haired Fry. That's cool. I'm down with that. Hold on. There's an achievement, I think. There we go. Alright, I am like super drunk. But apparently you can die from alcohol poisoning, and I was going to see if I can actually get a achievement for that. But it appears I only took 5 damage, so maybe it's just 1 damage per each? I'm not sure. There's a couple alcohol-related achievements, and that snake is not seeing me. That was okay. Alright, cool. So we're starting over again. I'm basically just gonna, like... So the current plan, the current meta that I have adopted is wander around aimlessly on the first several floors until I get like some decent gear to start with, like whatever you would consider decent starting gear. I have no idea what the standards are for that. So, but something kind of like the axes I've been finding, or that dragon head that had like insane defense on it, that would be a pretty cool thing to have. So that is the current goal, is locate a set of things like that, and then try to progress as quickly as possible, and just basically take the stairs to the next level as soon as we find them until something happens. Yeah, basically try to avoid dying at all costs. That too. That's a pretty important thing, I imagine. So let's see how well this plays out. I've already failed miserably in regards to trying to fight some sort of a Minotaur. Even though I had a Cyclops buddy to help me out, he did not help out as much as maybe he should. Let's see. That's 2 and 2. It's all right. It's something. It's more than I had a second ago. Lime green potion. Whoa, rainbow puke. Yay! Miner's helmet of protection is +3, but I also get a plus attack with the Cthulhu helmet. I believe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. 2, 2. I don't know how to read this yet. Like, the things in the lower left is what I'm looking at, and it's like, yeah, 3 or 2, 2. We're gonna go with 2, 2 because I want to stay pretty well rounded. Let's see, blood red potion, white puke, interesting, and sword. Okay, let's stick with the sword for now, and this Cthulhu helmet because praise he Cthulhu Fatangan, something or other. I can't remember how it exactly goes. Something relay Fatagan. That's all I know. For all of you Cthulhian enunciation purists out there, which I'm sure there's probably a couple. Alright, so currently I have +2, +2. I have +1 for my sword. And, okay, that's how you compare, maybe? Hold on. That's goggles of feebleness. No. So yeah, the middle, if you look at the 3 numbers that are blue and magenta, the middle number is whatever you're comparing against, or right now it's the weapon. If I mouse over, or if I select something else and put it in my hand, it'll tell me what stats it has. And I wonder if I can actually attack with a mask. That would be weird, maybe. But yeah, it'll tell me what it has, whatever's... So basically, those middle numbers are whatever I happen to have in my hand at the moment. Hey, I gotta level up. That's pretty cool. And then the ones on the right are my hat that I currently have equipped. So, there we go. You know, mystery solved, I guess. Okay. So we'll see if I actually remember that, or if I'll be complaining about not knowing how to compare stats again next time I pick up anything, basically. I guess if I picked up a weapon, I'd probably run into a similar problem I was having before, where I just have to switch back and forth, because I don't think you can really have like an active comparison on those. But that seems somewhat easier to manage altogether. So let's see, we are going to... The fact that you can bat away money is a very weird touch, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's like, you know, how many games actually allow you to, like, get in your own way for spamming buttons like that? And, I mean, both literally, like, batting away money and pick-upables and whatnot because you're doing something to... I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Smash Brothers, right? Like, if you hit or kick or something like that, you can end up blowing up a pill or, you know, kicking one of the other power-ups away or something like that. But, you know, it's not usually the little collectibles you have to worry about. You just sort of go pick them up. There's no other, like, programmed intersect interaction other than walk on thing, pick it up. And it's simple like that, basically. Let's see. Okay. There's a little bit of a timing element to it. Whoa. So I've discovered. You are supposed to be a little bit more deliberate in your fights with monsters. So that's something I aim to pay attention to and maybe try to take advantage of more often so that I'm not just bleeding health, literally, regularly throughout my gameplay sessions here. Can I attack these statues? You never know. I always, I want to try everything at least once. Let's see. Picked up a potion. Picked up another potion. Hey. Calm down. And by calm down, I mean accept my sword into your face. So, let's see. Azure potion. Don't know if that did anything. That's, you know, purple vomit. Whatever. Here we go. I'm gonna eat a bunch of apples. And go ahead and get it back up to relatively full health. Fine stuff. Okay. If I could find a bunch of health potions, I'd have to, like, actually remember what color it is so I can be like, oh yeah, no, this Puce potion. Oh my goodness. If you can... I'll tell this story, but real quick, you have to pause and be like, hey, it's from this. But Puce potions were a very significant item in what game? Pray tell. You can tell me that. You are both an old school MMO player before they were even called MMOs, and also like one of the handful of people who actually played this game. But yeah, Puce potions, huh? Quaff potion, Q-po, just over and over again. All right, I'll give it a minute, and maybe you can rack your brains. I have no idea what the actual demographics of my viewing audience is. I can only guess that, you know, maybe you're all 12. That's being generous. I have no idea. I don't know nearly enough about this business. I'm sitting here talking about how this isn't my job and there's going to be format changes and stuff like that, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know what audience I'm trying to appeal to, and I have no idea if they're even remotely interested in me. So it's kind of, I'll take whatever I can get, and once I actually have the demographics on this, I'll try to adapt my content. Realms of Despair, that was the name of the game with the Puce potions. It was an old school mud, what we used to call, back in the day, what us old folks used to call MMOs before we had any of them Warcraft worlds or them Suddenly I can't remember the name of any MMO. I guess it's because now they've become so kind of like ubiquitous that anything pretty much is an MMO on some degree. It's like Minecraft. Yeah, that's an MMO, right? Close enough. But yeah, but before all the major MMOs, you had your Telnet / mud / text-based RPGs. It's like you may be eaten by a Gru kind of situation, and those were the shit. Let me tell you, from one gameplay to another, real awesome. Oh man, that was like my first 18-hour straight gaming session of all time ever. Was sitting down and playing Realms of Despair, and just being awful at it. Oh my god, the level cap was 50 and then you became an avatar. I gotta finish this coffee before it goes cold. But yeah, and I never once made it to level 50. And it was just, it consumed a great deal of my time, and it was super fascinating and interesting to play, and like I had never seen anything like that before, and that was still a relatively new medium. I mean, the thing is that like it wasn't the only one either. There were tons of games like this where it was all just text-based. All you get is the description of the room you're in and some options, and then your basic action set. And I remember even like being friends with a bunch of people in my what was a guild back then, and we would like basically download the game engine itself and then just make our own little fantasy worlds that we could like RP in and whatnot. And oh my god, my teenage years were wasted, I say, but like in the best way possible. So. And here we go. Look at this. I'm using the lantern in a dark room. Holy crap, doesn't that make sense? What the hell just hit? Oh, it's a ghost. You know what? I'm just going to leave. Screw this floor. Alright. Let's see. We got brown muddy potion. That seemed positive. Inky black potion. Oh, now I'm asleep. That's unfortunate. Could you, don't drink the brown potions. Really? Is this my... Okay, there we go. It's like, is this my life now? Is this what we've become? Oh my goodness, okay, I'm quite drunk. Let's see, anything else I can use? Dear Lord. Okay, my controls are way crazy there for a second. This is +1, this is -1. -1, -1. Alright, let's toss those, they're crap. And back to sword. I need a weapon. I need a reasonably decent weapon. Oh my goodness! Okay, maybe a bad idea. Whoa. Oh, hold on. I'm focused. Eye of the Tiger. Okay. Oh, that's a ghost, and he's right in my way. Oh god, now this one's attacking me. This is a sorry situation. Did that actually make me go slower? Okay, maybe I should leave. Maybe I should just leave this floor. Yeah, there we go. That resolved my issues. Did not create any future ones for sure, by completely ignoring content as I did there. It's just a hand. The hands don't do anything but make you go slower, so that's cool. Now we've got slightly deadlier skeletons. Hopefully they're fine. We've also got... I'm trying to think of a snarky name. But we'll call them Merkin Dryads. So, not Murica, Merkin. If you don't know what a Merkin is, don't Google it. Not at least in any sort of fashion that could potentially get you in trouble. Whoa! Holy crap! They just made me go to sleep. Are you serious? Is this a real thing that's happening right now? There's no way to, like, wake up either, which is the dumb part. Alright, cool. Well, I'm starting to understand where the threats are coming from in this game. Okay. Alright, they at least kind of run away. Apparently, I do not want to be attacking these around anything that's actually hostile. Alright. There we go. I'm kind of figuring it out. Basic gameplay stratagems. Stratagems. There we go. I am an almost Bushian architect of wordery. Okay, let's go over here. Don't steal those coins. Frickin' slimes. You know, if they pass underwater, they should, like, dissipate. Or, like, grow bigger but weaker. You know, that would be kind of a cool effect. Just the physics of slime that you don't normally see in a video game. Stuff like that. This is the thing. So this is how I spend my time, just thinking about goofy shit. Alright, let's see. And again, we got a zombie that's going to produce another zombie hand that's just, for whatever reason, hard as nails to kill. Alright. Drinking some coffee. Oh yeah. And let's see. We got, what, 7 minutes left on this video or so? If it goes to about 15 minutes, I'm going to end the video and just end the series for the time being. If it goes longer than 20 minutes, it will go on as long as it has to, even if it means that I end up, like, recording for an hour while I actually manage to play through and beat the game once. So, which will be cool in its own right, and then you get an extra super long video, so bonus. I guess right now, this is when you'll be looking at the time and going, oh, hey, he didn't do too bad, or, wow. Not even that. He just gave up at, like, the 12-minute mark and said, screw it. But we're past the 12-minute mark, so it doesn't make any difference, does it? So, let's see. Let's see. Aha! Old sword. Yes. Let's go ahead and drop you. Aqua potion. Hey, that's health. What was that? Was it experience? Was it health? I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. But we got a much better sword now, and this is great news. Now we just need like an impossibly great hat, and then I will feel comfortable finally. So, both in. I was gonna say like comfortable both in my reality and my sexuality, and then I was gonna say some snarky comments about Aaron Hansen and his seeming fascination with confusing the fan base about his peculiarities, which is truly amusing. But I often wonder what game he's playing at. It's kind of funny. I don't think most of what he says is actually true, but it is kind of funny to see him just like continue to goad everyone into thinking things. And that's like I haven't watched so much Game Grumps lately. Like as like a really like not even a review or any kind of a statement or anything. I finally, after watching them for a year straight, I was kind of like, hey, you know what? I don't need to watch them like every single one of their episodes every day. That's totally optional. Why do I do this? Especially, you know, whenever they play a game and I actually feel like making nasty comments on Reddit about how they played the game or whatnot. Just don't watch that game. Like, you know how it's going to get played, so you can avoid it. You can make the decision yourself to not subject yourself to whatever torture you seem to be under the impression that you are having to endure. It's basically just a complicated way of saying, hey, if you don't like it, don't watch it, right? So instead of being an asshat about it, you just ignore that particular set of content. I'd still definitely like their videos, and there's definitely elements to them, and ongoing narratives, if you will, vis-a-vis the thing I was talking about with Aaron Hansen's confused sexual identity issues, that I find totally amusing. And again, I only say they're amusing because I doubt the veracity of them, to say the least. I know there's plenty of people out there who face real, actual problems with their own particular identity or confusion, or maybe not problems or whatever. Pretend I phrased it in the most diplomatic way possible before you like send the Tumblr army after me. But yeah, I figure it's a real thing. But in Aaron Hansen's case, I tend to err on the side of entertainment. As far as things he says, so, but you know, he'll have to come up with a press conference to defend himself against that statement. But yeah, still, they do have their funny moments, and now that they actually have another dedicated video editor and the edits are coming back, that was always a feature I really appreciated about Game Grumps, where they had their little segues and their video editor would chime in and add goofy things, and Barry was kind of slowing down on that, so I'm really glad they got Kevin, who is now dedicated to the cause of the true comedy of the show. So, last sip of coffee. You like how I casually found the exit there even though I wasn't actually looking? Wait, did I just give it away and totally make myself look like an ass? Yes, I did! Huzzah! Cthulhu Mask, old sword wielding dude, I beat. So, alright, we got 2 minutes left on this video, which basically means I'm going to continue playing until I die, and I have no idea when that's going to take place. So let's find out. Should be fun. This should be airing on Sunday, probably. Ethereal Bunny Band of Awesome. It's got slightly more attack, but less defense, so we're gonna stick with the ultimate balance here. There we go. Getting good with that lantern. What can I say? Lantern Pro right here. Oh. Lantern Hero, even, possibly. What would the controller look like for Lantern Hero? Oh my god! No. There we go. 3 hits. Not too shabby. There's some kind of a shiny blue thing right there. Was that... Yeah, it was just a shit ton of money. That was like 100 gold right there. I still, like, my first playthrough, I have, like, the worst beginner's luck. I say that, and basically, now, the explanation, it's like, this War of Mine I did pretty decent on, to the point that I just got bored with it. Like, I didn't even get that sense of, like, oh, but I gotta try that again, because I could do things better. It was like, I get it. There's nothing super fantastically compelling about this game to me. And I can blame a certain level of that on beginner's luck, because I just sort of, hey, full health. Okay, questionable yellow potion is good. Brown potion bad, questionable yellow potion totally dandy. Got it. And it's like, that does kind of suck when you're like, oh, I don't see what the point of that was. Like, it was just really stupid easy. And it's like, you just got really lucky because of X, Y, and Z factors. And it kind of ruins the experience, right? And then I'm trying to think, what other games did I play where, like, the first time I played through it, I was like, well, shit. It was like, what was the point of that? But it's happened a couple times where I'm just sort of like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I go back and play it again or something and just do absolute dog shit. And that's kind of what this game has been for me so far. Are you stealing my money, Mr. Leprechaun? Yeah, and the first run on this game, I had like 700 and something gold, and since then I've barely broken 100 on every subsequent playthrough. So it's definitely one of those like perceptual issues where it's like, okay, am I doing really good? Am I doing really bad? I don't know, because my first few experiences with this have been very skewed. And I'm confused, and I don't know what's happening, but I'm on level 9, so I can't complain, essentially. So, we got a lot of monsters here. I probably should have tried to kill at least a couple of them through the wall, which I believe I can probably do. But we are killing skeletons in one hit, which is handy. And we are at very nearly full health. I'm almost confident enough to, like, end the video and then start a new one, but no. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to continue going on. Awesome. Ooh, yeah, it is kind of awesome. Okay, drop that hat. We can drop those. Wait. Doth my eyes deceive me? No. Okay, that is the same one we had. I thought it too had like 3 and 3 on it. That's a slightly better old sword. So there we go. We'll drop that one. Get the plus 16 one. Kill whatever comes out of this door. Hello. You, Merkin Dryad. Okay. And there we go. And box open. What are you? Hot pink potion? Blue vomit? I think that's the most amusing thing to me, because it's like it somehow catalyzes with your stomach acids to create different various colors, and they're all ever so vibrant. Speaking of vibrant color-related things, I did get into pixel hobby. So there is the subreddit R-Bead Sprites where they do like perlers and whatnot. And I didn't really want to, like, commit to perlers, because that requires, like, an iron, and, like, I don't like the display method, right? The kind of standalone sprite look, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, just go to Reddit, r-bead sprites, B-E-A-D-S-P-R-A-T-E-S, but, yeah, and I didn't want to iron them. I don't like the holes in the middle. Like, the little holes that you get from all of the beads after you iron them together, I think is, like, the stupidest thing in the world. I can't get behind it. Some people are kind of into the aesthetic, but I don't get it. It does not compute. So, while browsing around, I've discovered that there is Pixel Hobby, which is a very different format of a very similar premise. And while it is a little bit more costly, to say the least, and a lot more tedious, I would imagine, I really, really liked it, and I made something on there. So, yeah, I do have a Reddit account that I officially use for my YouTube persona here, and so you can look up user Cardboard Decoy and my Pixel Hobby posts, and you can see the thing that I made, but it has to do with Ultros from Final Fantasy VI and the joke about the treachery of images, which all ties together in a much more complicated joke that has to do with the events of Final Fantasy VI. Okay, so let's go ahead and backtrack a little bit. I killed something that seemed really threatening there, but it didn't, like, explode into a fountain of money and experience, so I'm guessing it wasn't a boss. Let's see, where's the exit? It should be through this door, I believe. My brain is starting to develop the connections required to navigate these dungeons with some deftness. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, here we go. This is... Can I bat you out of the air? I can. Okay, that's really, really good discovery stuff. Okay, Leprechaun, I really don't want to put up with your shit right now. Okay, so you can bat the flaming skulls out of the air. This is fantastic news. Fantastic news! So that puts a lot of my fears at ease, because you'll recall the last time I had to fight one of those guys, I was basically running around. Oh, the leprechauns do just get the fuck out, don't they? I had to run around in a giant circle in an attempt to preserve my life, and it was probably a lot more difficult than it needed to be. Oh, dang it. Okay, okay, let's just leave. I can't see a damn thing in that room, and it sucked. Okay, where does this go? There we go, we got a door. Any floor that has this, like, complete darkness. Okay, you look like a bomb. I don't think I appreciate you being a bomb. Nope. Okay, well, I appear to have killed him before he was able to explode in any way that was incredibly detrimental to my life and livelihood. So, plus. Definite plus. Alright, that guy is walking the other way. Apparently mummies are super, super strong. So I'm a little concerned about that situation over there. Let's see, Milky Way potion. I can't remember if that was... Nope, that made me fall asleep. Now I'm not going to wake up for, like, a dog's age. Wonderful. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. Well, I woke up pretty fast there. I don't know if, like, mashing buttons affects it at all. Okay, this guy does not yield whenever you hit him like a lot of enemies do, where they kind of temporarily run away. Okay, there we go. He's dead. Okay, he gets a pretty serious knockback, so that's good. But yeah, apparently mummies are one of the first things that really are supposed to make you consider the tactics of fighting or strategies of fighting or whatever the proper term for it would be. Hello, Merkin Dryad. Okay, there you go. You have been smote. Because basically, yeah, they just do like an ungodly amount of damage to you. Kind of like these guys. Alright, and I died. Okay, well that's the end of that. Ducky Tube Zombie. Eaten by a Ducky Tube Zombie. Vaporized by a Warlock. Vaporized by a Warlock. Sliced up by a Deep Minotaur. Buzzed by a Droid. Bitten by a Bat. Well, I got 585 gold. Not too terrible. And then... yeah, and then I've done considerably better, and I've done markedly worse. Dying at level 1 with 0 gold to a bat. Still not entirely sure how that happened. I think it had something to do with bar fights, but it was still mysterious circumstances. Okay, that's probably it for this series for now. I might, there's, again, supposedly like a huge update coming out for this game, so I'll probably just try to get on the YouTube bandwagon and be like, hey, look at me, I'm just pioneering this, and I think this game is fantastic. And, you know, I don't dislike this game, but it is kind of eh. Like, I could take it or leave it. So, there you go. This has basically been an extended review of, Legend of Dungeon. I am Cardboard Decoy, and tune in tomorrow where I'll probably be playing Tropico again. Unless something really astounding happens, or I get a free copy of Grey Goo, which I'm super interested in, and I played it at PAX, and I thought it was pretty cool, but maybe not $50 cool. But that remains to be seen. Either way, until then, have fun.